the last presenter, Dr. Tobe, and the team that discussed his paper. That paper has opened our eyes to so many things using facts and figures and statistics. So I will plead that he makes the paper available. All the papers indeed. But you know, I said the paper of Dr. Gama should be segmented. It should be segmented into parts. Now there are lots of takeaways from this retreat, and I'm glad that all of us must have been enriched in our knowledge in one way or the other. I will start with the issue of customs zero tariff for export. I'm not sure that many people know that there is zero tariff for export. So customs, thank you for that enlightenment. And also the fact that they have warehouses where export goods are kept for proper processing before they are exported. So I think Lagos Commodity Exchange should take note of that and use it as appropriate. We have looked at ratification of commodity trades on a registered commodity exchange. For any commodity trade to leave this country, it is important that it is ratified by the exchange. We can't go wrong if you ratify any item leaving this country through the exchange. We can't go wrong. We can only make more revenue for our country and also standardize such products. We should look at laws where there are conflicts with treaties. Where there are conflicts with treaties, we will look at it the way it concerns and benefit of most. And if those treaties are not passed by a National Assembly, of course, it's a nullity. And even if we pass it and we discover that it is conflicting with our national interest, we'll still have to drop it. So we have to look at those laws. Land Use Act, we have looked at it. Land Use Act is a law that has been there since 1978. So there are so many aspects of it that require an amendment. And in this case, we're also recommending a proper amendment to Land Use Act. We know how difficult it will be because of the fact that the governors are in full control of Land Use Act. But there are several aspects of it that we can also amend. Then the Minister of Agriculture wants to thank you. But the next takeaway from this retreat is that the cost of borrowing in the agricultural sector should be reduced. In fact, we never envisage that any borrowing in the agri sector should exceed 4%. We're not talking about single interest. We're talking about not getting up to half of that single interest. It shouldn't exceed 4% if you want to promote agriculture in Nigeria. Then there should be partnership with various government agencies, including customs, NPA, and other agencies. Must have proper synergy. Because from what the customs have said today, what the NPA have said today, it appears there is no synergy. So I'm glad that we have a new DG SEC in the making, and he's taking note. Because we are going to have proper oversight of SEC, particularly as it concerns the commodity market. Because emphasis has always been on the capital market. And that brings us to one issue that one of the senators raised there. Because whenever you talk about commodity market, people don't understand what they're talking about. They think we are talking about agricultural produce, grains, and all the rest of them. Nobody knows that even mineral resources like gold, name them, oil and gas, are part of the commodity exchange. So, SEC, you have a lot of job to do in this regard. And I'm happy that you are originally a resource person for this event before your elevation. Then there should be tax incentives for agri-allied industry, Minister. There should be tax incentives for every agri-allied industry. There's no need for ventures in this sector to be taxed unnecessarily. we're not advocating zero tax, but we're saying you should minimize just a little bit of it. There's need for proper enlightenment, I've said it before, and licensing should be reviewed from acquisition to disposal. So if Ministry of Certain Minerals are giving license for mining and any other type of license, we have to look at it thoroughly to know what licenses we are giving out and how it will benefit our country from the beginning of licensing to the disposal of such licensing. And we have to make the laws very stringent. A situation where you license somebody for something and for 15 years the person has not started, the person should lose license. So there should be some clauses that will make it possible, impossible for you to just have the license without using it. That should be clauses. But again, most importantly, that is not what we're discussing today, but there is need. I think it was Professor Owaleke's paper that says that about 155 companies in Nigeria are quoted in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Only 155. But check Corporate Affairs Commission. I'm sure there was a registered over 10 million companies. But only about 155 are on our stock exchange. That is not correct. And even the 155, from the analysis, only about the 10 companies they are controlling 70% of what is going on in the Nigerian capital market. That is not right. So government should also look at it. There must be some subtle way, yes, of getting major companies to be listed on our exchange. Now, I am proposing that this should be an annual retreat. Every year we should meet at a more convenient place. It could be Lagos, it could be Abuja, it could be anywhere in the country to look at community exchange. But twice every year, there should be a technical session of community exchange. Well, twice every year, there should be a technical session where critical stakeholders will be invited to discuss technicalities of how to make what we have agreed in our annual retreat a reality. Because if you just have a retreat and you are waiting for the next retreat again to meet without a technical session in between, then I don't think we're doing well. So there's going to be a technical session again in the next couple of months to actualize what we have done today before the next retreat, which will be by this time next year. We should be able to have one technical committee meeting in between. I'm sure, sir, you are listening. Now, finally, I want to thank everybody that has been here today. We cannot exhaust all the issues today, but exhaustively we do our best. I want to sincerely thank my colleagues, distinguished senators. I know what it took them to be here. I know it. So I must thank them. It is not an easy thing to have this number of senators when the state is on recess. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And this weekend, where they have constituency programs here and there, and they endeavor to be here. May we give all the distinguished senators a very big round of applause. You can make it square. So, let me thank all of you and hand over to the Managing Director of Lagos Exchange. Thank you.
Chairman of the Committee Capital Market, the Honorable Minister, the DG Designator of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the representative of the Comptroller General, the senators, representative of the Corporate Affairs Commission, the rep of the Nigerian Post Authority, all the senators here. I am not surprised about this event today, because the event that took place in Lagos that had to do with the Senate Community Capital Market, there was a full attendance. And apart from the full attendance, there was full concentration. Knowledge was given, questions were.
So on and so forth. What sort of impact are you hoping?
Well, the impact is that we want to look at commodity exchange as a way of promoting food security in Nigeria and also enhancing foreign exchange earning for our country. We discover that most times people are talking about money market, capital market. Nobody's dwelling on commodity. So that's why we have to partner with Lagos Commodity and Future Exchange to bring the story nearer home. And you can see the effect. Today, one of the issues we are taking home now is that there must be need for us to export. All the export commodities in Nigeria should pass through the commodity exchange as a way of getting revenue for the country. And why are we doing more of importing finished products and also exporting finished products? We should be able to deal with the issues of exporting the finished products instead of exporting our raw material. Even in crude, we export crude only for us to bring it back into the country as a finished product. That should stop. So that is why we are encouraging the exchange. That people, Nigerians, government, be it the executive and legislature, should work in harmony to ensure that commodity exchange in Nigeria is strengthened the way it is all over the world, globally. Everything that you are doing across the globe must pass through your commodity exchange. Even the commodity exchange, solid minerals like gold, oil and gas are sold through the commodity exchange. They pass through the exchange. How come we cannot achieve that in our country? So this is the essence of this seminar, and I'm sure that we are making progress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.